Yes.
Your most ridiculous conversation you had with an internet lead.
Oh my goodness.
Just to
Let
kind
me
of show that you're
what
not
kind
betting your
of
business on this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I started having a conversation with someone about the housing market, and then they were just like, I thought you were trying to do a duct cleaning for me. Like they just like completely thought I was in a different industry. I can't remember the specifics, but we had a conversation and I'm asking all their questions about what they're looking for and their rent and this and that. And I have no idea where the disconnect was, but it's just like, did you not hear me or a word I was saying? That, or I've been on the phone when someone's been in their office and they're like having conversations with people while being on the phone with me, and I can hear everything they're saying to their people and they're just not paying attention. Like it's just
No.
frustrating. So
No, I think my most ridiculous one, and then we'll jump into some letters,
yes.
it was a Zillow lead actually, and I had it when I was at ISA. And I'm talking to her and she was asking about, potentially the values of different home, and she was very cryptic. But as I was diving deeper into just like what is going on here, um, it turns out she had a house and she was looking into how she could sell it to buy something without a mortgage. It's fairly common for people to have a lot of equity.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about that, and you explained, I can't, at the time I wasn't even licensed. I was like, I can't give you a number over the phone. We can set up a time to talk more about this. She goes, okay, perfect. So I'm about ready to set the appointment. And she's like, so it's not actually mine yet. It's still my mom's, but it should go into my name when she passes away. And I was like, well, I don't know. It's going to
When
depend
is
on
that gonna yeah.
it's going to depend on the trust and everything else. And this is a very rich family. The property is in the 1 to 2 million range. I realize it's a broad thing. This is also a story from like a year ago. So she's like, oh yeah, the trust should be like that. She's like, okay, so I would need to go and get that confirmed with the trust attorney. I'm like, that's where I'd start, but this is starting to seem kind of suspicious. Is your mom sick? Is this something your family's working with right now? Who's power of attorney? Because I'm still, thinking of good things. And she's like, well, if something happened to her in the next couple of months, would you guys be able to make sure this came out all right? I'm like, I don't really want any part of this.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I'd still say you should talk to the trust attorney. I'm curious if I should call the SWAT team, but
I know, it's like I don't want to
I'm
have any
like
accomplice like
half certain this girl was considering speeding up her inheritance. Not 100% sure. I did not set the appointment with her. I don't want that liability.
no.
It can be ridiculous. Or I had another guy. This is a FISBO I talked to. He was an older gentleman. Told me about how he wanted to sell his home and go move like an hour and a half south because he had this girl he was talking to and she was cute. Just want to be around her, and how much fun you could have driving a little tractor around a field. So we talked about that. He was stoked and he wanted to sell it. Set an appointment to go talk to him one more time and confirm. And so my listing agent time, because I was an ISA at the time, my listing agent goes out. He's not there. He no shows. So I follow up with him. He goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that." So I call him the next morning just to confirm for the appointment, and his nurse picks up. I'm like, "Yeah, we were gonna set up, selling the home." And she's like, "He's not moving. He's like almost an invalid. There's none of this." I was like, "Well, who has power of attorney? Is he a power of attorney himself?" She goes, "Yeah. This sounds like elder abuse." I go, "No, we're not using elders. If he has power of attorney, you want to sell his home." And so I told her the story about how he wanted to move to this area. I'm like, "You work with me. You must know about this." About driving his tractor around and this other girl. Like, if he told me about this girl for like an hour, I'm sure you've heard of it. And so she asked him. He has no idea. No. And I was like, okay, well, thank you so much for your time. And we just obviously didn't set
Oh
the
my
appointment.
gosh.
Ridiculous things can happen in these conversations.
Yeah. I mean, if
Um,
you want to talk about like, internet leads versus, for sale by owner or just like someone in your database, we can talk for hours about interesting conversations. Absolutely. Yeah. I've got a
and
few
then we get to
clients.
the appointments.
Yeah. And then the appointments are, oh my gosh. Yeah.